Hi children, today we are going to learn about the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In this lesson, the sixth lesson, the remaining topics are scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, nomadic and denotified tribes and minorities. So today we will start from this scheduled caste. Just open the page number 35 of your history textbook. So the independence period, the post-independence period, our constitution adopted the value of freedom, equality, fraternity and social justice. In accordance with this, the practice of untouchability was banned by the law. Untouchability was removed by the 17th paragraph of the constitution, and this class was included in the scheduled caste. Scheduled caste means it is the official name given in India to the lower caste people. They were considered untouchable in Orthodox Hindu scripture and practice. They were known as untouchable. But after the independence, the government of India has given the name of the official name to them, that is scheduled caste. And Article 17th of the constitution abolished the practice of untouchability. We know that the practice of untouchability is an offense, and anyone doing this untouchability, anyone practicing this untouchability, it is punishable by the law. Actually, who created the caste system in India? Actually, Aryans came. They came from the Central Asia. We learn in 6th standard and 7th standard about this Central Asia, and invaded South Asia and introduced the caste system in India. They came from the Central Asia to India, and they introduced the caste system in India to control the local population, so that they can control the locals, those who are living in India. So they introduced this caste system in India. And after that, untouchability, that is a practice in which some lower caste people are kept at the distance and denied all social equalities and made to suffer from some disabilities for their touch. We know that जो लोअर कास्ट पीपल हाई कास्ट पीपल को टच नहीं कर सकते, वो अनटचेबल है. जो लोअर कास्ट पीपल अनटचेबल है, वो टच करेंगे तो इन लोग अनहोली हो जाते हैं, ऐसा लोग बिलीव करते थे. बट इट वाज बैंड बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, एंड अंडर द it is removed by the 17th paragraph of our constitution. And in view of the educational and social backwardness of this caste, they were given some reservation in the field of education as well as job, so that it become easy for their development. Okay, now next is scheduled tribes. Just like the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribes or the Adivasis who live in the remote parts of the country also face several difficulties, as they have lived far away from the progress in modern time. They are economically and socially backward. These Adivasis, they were also economically and socially backward. They are also facing many difficulties. Even though their condition have seen some improvement in recent time, it's okay, but they do not have any means of livelihood other than agriculture and forest produce. We know that today we can see some improvement in their life, but their livelihood is from the agriculture and product from the forest. But they don't know the modern techniques of farming, and and not only that, their fields are on the hillside and that are not fertile, so that they are malnourished and due to insufficient and proper quality of diet. And Adivasis in remote area find it difficult to get medical attention in time. It is not available. Their medical facilities are not available in remote area. For all these reasons, there is a need to give special protection to Adivasis. Okay, understand? Adivasis, those who are living in the forest, they don't have good food, they don't have medical facilities, and their main occupation is the agriculture, but their lands are on hillside and it is not fertile, and they don't know how to produce more, how to get more production, and the new farming techniques they don't know. That's what they are facing many difficulties. So it is our responsibility to give some special protection to Adivasis. So in the Indian constitution, Adivasis have been enumerated as scheduled tribes. They are getting given representation in law boards, education, government service, etc. nowadays. Okay, means tribals, and some tribes are called scheduled tribes because the names of those tribes are contained in the scheduled 15th and 16th of the constitution, and the provisions are applicable to those particular groups only. These are the scheduled tribes. Scheduled tribes means in one sentence we can say the Adivasis, those who are living in remote parts of the country or the we can say the forest. They are known as Adivasis. Or the government, like the SC, the official name given to this Adivasis is that scheduled tribes. Then nomadic and denotified tribes, and caste and tribes that move from one place to another place for their livelihood are included under the nomadic tribes. You already know about this. The people, those who are moving from one place to another place for their livelihood is known as nomadic people, and they are living by the rearing of animals and engaging in some other occupation. But the time of Britishers, they declared that some of them are criminal tribes. So they made a law in 1871 to curb crime. Some of the main groups were mentioned as criminal tribes, and their occupation and movement were banned. So British government made this law in 1871. The Criminal Tribes Act passed by the British government. It is known as Criminal Tribes Act. The main purpose of the act was to control and monitor the pastoral people who forced to live in a notified settlement and banned to move out without the permission of the government. This law made by the Britishers, the Criminal Tribes Act, वो पास करने की रीज़न है the Britishers wanted to take the control over this nomadic people, and they made a law that they forced them to live in a notified settlement. Notified area में रहना है, and banned to move out without the permission of the government. Government की permission के बिना वो कहीं जा भी नहीं सकते. So this was unjust law, and we got independence in 1947, and we replaced these laws, and the crops of these tribes were lifted. they were included under denotified tribes. ऐसा किया. जो ट्राइब्स को उन लोगों ने ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट में क्रिमिनल ट्राइब्स बताया, उनको डीनोटिफाइड ट्राइब्स करके हमारा गवर्नमेंट अनाउंस किया. एंड स्पेशल एफर्ट्स आर मेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ their social and economic development. These tribes have been given representation in educational institution and government sector also. Minorities. Minorities means a group of people are singled out from the others in the society. Means they are very few in number, and their religion, language and their culture, it is different from other people. And there are various religions, sects and languages in our country. We know that. We see great cultural diversity. There is variation in the cultural tradition in India. So minorities means they are very few number. Their religion and their culture, it is different. And in order to preserve their cultural tradition and develop their own language, the constitution give the citizens certain educational and cultural right. It is very important to preserve their tradition and their language. For that, the constitution given some special rights to them, means they have the right to set up separate educational institution. The reason for that is to protect and conserve their language, culture and tradition. And also government implemented various schemes for the progress of these minorities. So this lesson is over. In next chapter we shall learn about the progress that India has made in the field of science and technology in the post-independent period. Okay.